Welcome to the i2i Live Show. I am your host, Maurice Hamilton.
And I am the Sharonda. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, and as always, log on to www.insight2insightmag.com to get everything that is i2i with your city. You could check out some recent shows or past shows, get some thought-provoking conversations online, as well as listen to a different nothing but 90s artist each week, all while you read, IMD.
That is very interesting.
So for more information or to be a part of the show, give us a call at 314-764-9964 or shoot me an email at live@insight2insightmag.com. So what else is going on? What else is new? With Create a New You is coming back?
Create a New You is coming back.
Okay.
Channel 981 on Charter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I have some jewelry.
Oh,
So in this episode, all of the jewelry that I'm wearing is Christy's Jewelry Junkie Paparazzi. And you can find her on Facebook under that name, Christy with a K.
Christy with a K. Well, all right.
All of the jewelry. I love it.
Well, we've got a great show on tap for you today. We're going to be visited by Chef LA.
Yes.
He's going to come hang out with us. Miss Tanya Rush will come and hang out with us. And
now,
then,
where's Miss Tanya Rush from?
She is from Care Companion Health Services.
Okay.
And I hope I got the name right because I'm always getting the name wrong.
I remember.
You remember?
Yes.
Okay, good.
You did great.
So, and then we're also, we're just hanging out. So.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a beautiful day, so let's go do this show.
All right. Watching i2i Live. We'll be back in a moment.
Care Companion Service offer quality customer service, 24-hour response and reliability. Locally owned and operated, we have serviced the metropolitan area for over 5 years. Get paid to take care of a family member or friend. Our consumer-directed service offers a competitive hourly rate. You must be 18 years old and be Medicaid approved. For more information, contact us today at 314-837-8067.
Welcome to Styles for You. I'm Laconia. I will be demonstrating a cut and style for you today. I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut her hair at a 90-degree angle. She's going to have lots of layers in her end. Easy movement. That's all we were going for today. If you're interested in learning more about these short hair techniques, please give me a call at Styles for You Salon.
Welcome back to i2i Live. I am your host, Maurice Hamilton.
And I am the Sharonda.
And you know how we like to do it. Insight of the day, every show. So tune in each week to get your inspirational nugget, motivation, success blog, whatever you want to do it is the Insight of the Day. You can also check it out online at www.insight2insightmag.com, and there is a new Insight of the Day posted every single Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. New Insight of the Day. So,
well, let's hit it.
all right, you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? So the Insight of the Day is brought to you by Care Companion Health Services. Care Companion Health Services, where quality companions who care. So special shout out to Miss Tanya Rush. So the Insight of the Day, IMD, is as follows. You can't cross the sea. You can't cross the sea by just standing and looking at the water. You cannot cross the sea by just standing and looking at the water. What's your thoughts?
That's a good one. And you know what? You got to do something. You got to do something. Whatever goals you have, whatever aspirations, whatever it is that you want to do or want to achieve, rather, or want to have happen, you have to work towards it. You have to put forth some effort.
Right. No, I agree completely, because if you just stand still, then what have you accomplished?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. You can't do anything.
No.
No.
And you've made no progress at all.
None at all. So I would say this, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a dream, if you have a goal, if there's something that you want to accomplish, get up, get out, and get to it, because just sitting still won't help. And also, along with that too, watch the company that you keep.
Oh my God.
The people that you have in your circle is very important, because they can either elevate you or just keep you stagnant too.
Or lower you.
Yeah, that's true. So again, check out the insight of the day. If you got a dream, get up, get after it, and make it happen. There you go. You're watching i2i Live. We'll be back in a moment.
This is the Create a New You segment, and we're back with Chef LA.
Hello.
Hey. So we're talking about table etiquette. Table etiquette is so very important.
Very important.
Oh my God. Now, this right here is a general, simple setup of a table.
Correct.
A table setting. You have, from the outside in, the salad fork, the dinner fork. This is for your dessert. And then you have your knife and your spoon. All right?
And sometimes you also have a spoon up here as well for dessert, just depending on if it's a sherbet or a sorbet. So if that's up there, that's for dessert as well. Anything at the top of the plate
is for dessert. And there are some dinners that you go to where they have several more utensils, and just kind of a rule of thumb, you just work from the outside in. That'll keep you pretty safe.
You won't go wrong with that.
Now, when you approach the table, being the gentleman,
pull out this lady's chair, please. That's the first thing about being a gentleman, but you should know that because you opened the door for him once you came in. So continue that groove and dinner should go off right. Okay.
And then the next thing you do when you're ready for your meal is you take your napkin and you put it in your lap. Now, when you're using the napkin, don't do that.
Dab.
Do it just like that, okay?
Okay.
All right. So the first is going to be your salad, and you're using this fork. And when you're done,
turn it over. That lets the waiter know that you are done with that plate, and they can pick it up and you can move on to your next course.
So we're going to assume that they have come to take that away, okay? And then now we have dinner, and you're using your next. And then when you're done,
turn that one over as well.
And as you were saying, the server knows what they're doing.
Yes, the server always knows which way to pick up. So they generally serve from their right and pick up from their left. And just don't hand them the plate because that confuses them more. So just sit back, enjoy your dinner, and let them do their job.
Very good. So I'll tell you that there was an event that I went to once, and there was a person who was sitting at the table, and she ate her food, finished, and put her utensils back on the table. See that look he just made? That look he just made? Now, I happened to be at an event where at the table were a lot of elected officials. And do you know what they did?
What did they do?
They kept her out of the table conversation.
The whole time? So
when they saw that happen, she was no longer able to participate in the table conversation.
So she needed to watch this?
She needed to watch this episode. And that is how important etiquette is. People are watching.
People are watching.
And people do care. All right? So as always, I want you to do better, go further, have greater, feel exceptional, and improve the quality of your life. Create a new you. Thank you for watching. We'll be back.
Tell me about the best advice that you ever received.
The best advice I've ever received was to just do me, to be me. I was the only child when I was born, and I always looked for friends, you know, somebody to play with. But I realized, but it took me 35 years to realize that I don't need anybody.
Hi, this is Tammy Hinkle Davis. I am the author of Silent Moments. It's a novel that I've written that's about to become a film. It is a romantic drama based on love, lust, fornication, just a lot of sins. It's about a young lady by the name of Eva. She's the main character. Eva is this wonderful young lady who on the outside looks like she has it all together, but on the inside, she's completely broken and completely empty.
Welcome back to i2i Live, and I am your host, Maurice Hamilton, and I am joined by Miss Tanya Rush with Care Companion Health Services. Finally got that right, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Miss Tanya, how are you?
I am awesome. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. This
Great.
has been a long time coming, so I'm excited that she is on the show. How is business?
Business is wonderful.
So tell us about Care Companion Health Services. What is it that you guys specialize in? What do you do?
What we specialize in is keeping your elderly parent or anyone with a disability in their home. We all know that it's cheaper to keep them in their home than put them in a nursing home. So what we do is we provide nursing services as well as personal chores. Personal chores could be anything from cleaning the house, their bathroom, washing dishes. Personal care, we provide personal care. And that can be anything from changing a wound or separating their medicine and putting it together for them.
Now, does personal care also result in like chore services or going to the grocery store and stuff like that?
Absolutely. If they do run errands for them, they take them to the doctor and anything else that they need them to do, basically.
So what was it that inspired you to get involved in healthcare like this?
My grandmother. I worked for her many years ago under the program. It's a CDS program. It's called Consumer Directed, and that's the same exact program that I offer.
Okay.
And I have a heart for elderly people with disabilities.
Right, because there's a lot of companies out there that take advantage of elderly people.
Absolutely.
As it relates to insurance and care. And what is it that sets you guys apart from everybody else?
We don't.
Quite simply put.
We do a lot of things a little different. Like we offer check delivery. A lot of home health care agencies do not offer that.
Okay.
And we offer background checks. We all do that, but we offer the background checks before they even begin to work. A lot of people start working before a background check is issued, and
that's not right.
That's not right.
Right, because you can run into all sorts of stuff.
All sorts of stuff.
That, right?
Yes.
Right. So how long has it been now? How long have you been in business now?
September will be 6 years.
Right. We've been trying to chase Miss Tanya here for 6 years to do some advertising. But this is good though, because now you're going into, I mean, full steam ahead, correct?
Full steam ahead,
so
absolutely.
What's the next step for Care Companion Health Services?
The next step is adult daycare.
Really?
We are in the process of seeing everything that we need to do to open up an adult daycare.
So how does it, now explain to me real quick, how does the adult daycare work with the chore services and everything else?
Pretty much it doesn't. Okay. It's just a place where they can go and feel safe away from home, much like a daycare for children. It's just an adult daycare.
You see how she checked me there? It doesn't.
It
doesn't. All cousins, they run together. So because one does complement the other, correct?
It does, absolutely.
One you actually leave the home, and the other one you actually stay
in the home. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's the difference. They run together. They're cousins. They're cousins.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So you've got a lot of other stuff going on too.
I do.
Wow.
I do.
So you're this entrepreneur extraordinaire, if you will.
Okay, I would say that.
Okay,
I would say that. Okay.
Right.
Humbly, of course.
Humbly, of course.
Yeah, of course.
You've got an interesting event coming up, or a series of interesting events that you're going to do throughout the course of the year.
I do.
Right?
I do.
And I want to talk about it.
Okay.
And it's called Tanya's Table of 20.
Yes. Yes.
So
yes.
Explain to us what that is, and how does that complement what you're doing?
Okay, well, for one, I am an author and I'm a life coach. I actually have a new book coming out June 1st called Truth Is. And it complements, it goes together with Tanya Table of 20 because I'm an entrepreneur and I help people open up businesses. And what Tanya Table of 20 is a group of us, entrepreneurs that's getting together and just sharing our success stories, our unsuccess stories, what it took to get to where we are today, our failures, and just about all of the above. And anything, and for other people to ask questions. You don't actually have to be a business owner to attend. You can be an aspiring business owner to attend.
That way you can learn some stuff.
Learn some stuff.
And what I like about the concept is, ladies and gentlemen, it is simply helping you get started for all intents and purposes.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people that don't respect the grind.
Exactly.
There's the grind side to it.
It is.
People kind of shy away from.
Oh yeah.
Because they tend to look at the finished product. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So be on the lookout for Miss Tanya Rush in these streets, as we like to put it. And the interesting thing about this too also is that we're going to feature her in i2i People to Watch. And so with that being said, before we let her get out of here, I want to ask her 3 questions. And she's a little bit shook by this, ladies and gentlemen. But one of those 3 questions is as follows. What is the best advice that you've ever received?
Just do you. You cannot live for other people. I was once at a place in my life where I was living for other people. Everything that I was doing was to prove myself to other people. I am now standing in my truth. Okay. And I would never, ever feel the need to be validated by someone else again.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that. And so the other question is, because we want people to get to know you a little bit outside of the whole entrepreneur circle.
Okay.
What is your favorite room in the house?
My favorite room in my home is my kitchen.
Okay. Wait, can you cook?
I cook. I throw down. I throw down. I throw down. I throw down.
I'm not buying that.
Hey.
Okay.
I throw down. I'm telling you.
You cook.
I cook.
You burn.
I burn. I burn.
Okay,
I burn.
literally
I am
burn.
a domestic goddess.
Really?
Absolutely.
In the midst of everything that you're doing?
In the midst of everything else that I'm doing.
All right. I'll buy that.
And I choose the kitchen because that's where the love is.
See?
It goes into your cooking.
Soul food.
Soul food. Soul food.
So, ultimately, the last question is, why do what you do?
I was purposed to do this, to help everybody. I was born to do this.
Well,
God said this is what you're going to do.
Well.
So I don't have a choice. It's pretty much my calling.
Right. You know, I heard in a sermon once that if you don't do what you're supposed to do or what you're called to do, then people can't do what they're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
So we have to be able to walk in our truth, as you say,
Absolutely.
and just do what we're purposed to do.
Absolutely.
So how can they get in contact with you? If they have some services, if they need consumer-directed services, what do they need to?
If you need consumer-directed services, you can contact my office at 314-837-8067. We are located in Florissant, Missouri. You can also visit us on our website. It is www.carecompanionhealth.com. And we'll love to have you join our family.
Also, check her out on insighttoinsightmag.com and learn more about Miss Rush with other questions that we have in our i2i People to Watch segment, and learn about Care Companion Health Services on the site as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me. Finally.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
You're watching i2i Live. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to i2i Live. I am your host, Maurice Hamilton.
And I am Lee Sharonda, and we are here with Chef L.A.
Hello.
Hello. Man, what you got going on, man?
Man, you know, it's summertime. Everyone likes to eat light, you know, not get those heavy soul foods during the summertime. So today I brought some little light summer appetizers that you can prepare for mom, dad, whatever. Just sit back and enjoy a nice day on the porch patio. Bring your friends over.
All right, Chef L.A., show us what to do. So what are we going to make today?
Okay, so first we're going to start off with a light appetizer. It's going to be a fruit salad. So any fruit you like, you can really make this fruit salad with. We have this right here already prepared, but we have some watermelon, some pineapple, grapes, kiwi, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and the basil. So what we're going to do, you basically just dice your fruit up. We're going to make a sauce for the fruit salad. So we're going to take about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice.
All right.
You know I love lemons, right?
I'm gonna add some sugar in there.
Okay. Now, so what if you don't eat sugar? Can you leave it out?
You can leave the sugar out.
Okay.
Yeah, it just adds a little bit of sweetness to your fruit, but the fruit should already be sweet from being in season, so you can skip the sugar if you wanted.
Okay.
We have some seasonings up here, so we're just going to add in a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic, also some ground mustard. I love ground mustard. Do you like that?
I love it.
Okay.
Now, what does the brown mustard do?
Ground mustard.
Brown. I said brown. I said brown, ladies and gentlemen. I said brown. Okay.
And we have a little onion powder.
It's not brown.
Okay, so after you have that, we're going to also add in some olive oil, okay? To create the dressing. So once you have everything, minus the sugar for Mr. Hamilton.
Okay.
We're going to whisk that together. make a nice little lemon vinaigrette. And then we're going to take some fresh basil. And we're just going to drop the basil into the dressing.
Now, so the unique thing about all this is this is all affordable. This is
It's
not
all
anything that's
affordable.
going.
Everything that I'm showing you today is going to be under $50.
Get out of
okay,
here.
so it's going to have leftovers. You can take something to work for lunch, have something left over for dinner for the kids. It'll be great. So once we incorporate everything, we're just going to take that dressing, pour it right into our fruit mixture.
Oh wow!
And we're just going to give it a stir, get those juices flowing in there, open up some more juices from the fruit itself, and you have your fruit salad, okay?
Oh my
Now
goodness!
that's an interesting
Interesting.
to have the basil with the fruit.
It's going
So
to give an extra little something behind it.
So an extra kick is it?
Extra little kick, just an
Okay.
extra.
I can smell it.
We talk about taste palettes, so there's 3 different palettes that can hit your mouth. You have a sweet, then you have a salty, then you have a savory. So those actually going to hit different palates when you taste the sweet, the salt, and the savory, okay?
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about Spontaneous Catering, man. You got a lot of stuff going on.
Spontaneous Catering. Spontaneous Catering's been around for 2 years. Actually, 1 year full-time. I left my full-time job in 2015.
Okay.
I was working as a scientist. I went to school, Tennessee State.
Scientist.
Yeah.
Me too.
All right. And so I majored in biology and chemistry, but I've always loved cooking. So 2015, I took off, did Spontaneous full-time. Ever since then, God has been blessing, man.
Congratulations.
Being able to keep on the narrow road, and actually just 2 weeks ago, I opened a new restaurant with Ken Hutchison called the House of
The
Chicken.
House of Chicken.
House of
Nice.
Chicken, you guys try it out. It's 4213 Delmar.
Nice.
Please, everything we specialize in chicken. You won't be disappointed.
All right, check it out. We'll be back with Chef LA in a moment.
I'm attorney Frida Jones. I founded my law firm on the belief that there is no substitute for character. When you need legal help, you need someone you can trust. Every client of mine receives professional and thorough representation, and nothing less. I know the law, and I know how to protect your rights when confronting a personal injury, traffic, or family law issue. Choose Jones Law, and you will receive the fairest results. Remember, as my father used to say, there is no substitute for character. Call 361-7200 today.
Welcome back to the i2i live show. We are back with Chef LA.
Yes.
What do you have for
Okay,
us?
so next we're going to prepare a quiche. I love quiche. If you're vegetarian, don't eat pork, whatever, just make it to your liking. So today we're just going to do a vegetarian quiche, no pork, no meat, just egg and cheese. So we're going to start off with 6 eggs.
This fruit salad is excellent.
Is it?
Yes.
Have you had it with dressing like that before?
I have not.
I've never
The
had it
basil,
like
that kick is awesome.
Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed
I never
it.
would have thought of putting basil in with fruit.
I agree, IMD.
Oh, look.
I'm
Chef
growing
dropping
some in my
stuff in
garden.
there.
That's how Sharonda cooks, right?
You dropping stuff in the bowl, Sharon?
Don't be telling my secrets.
We have a cup and a half of half and half. So we're going to measure that out. We're going to pour that into your egg mixture. We're going to take some of our seasonings, some garlic, a little bit of pepper, some onion powder, and we're just going to give that a whisk. All right. Want to make sure you incorporate the eggs. You don't want to see any yolks in there. So we're going to take your cheese. We're just going to layer it down inside the pie crust.
Oh, now.
I didn't know that.
Some
part.
people like to make their pie crust from scratch, but if you're not that talented, you could buy pie crust from the grocery
I
store.
will be buying
That would be
the
me.
pie
And
crust. I agree.
deep dish. Don't get the shallow dish. And we're just going to lay this and pour it right into the pie crust. Okay, it doesn't matter if you still see some egg in there. It's all going to gel together. So we're going to take this over to our oven, which is set at 350. We're going to pop it in our oven. Oh, see? Look. Making a mess. And you bake that for approximately 30 to 40 minutes. So you want to always check back on your food halfway through. So about 15 minutes just to make sure that it's browning okay. There's nothing cooking too fast because everyone's temperature varies. So you just want to make sure that you keep checking it at all times. So when you're done, your quiche should come out looking like this. Brown, nice crust on top. It shouldn't be burnt around the sides. We have spinach in this one actually, so as I mentioned, you can add all your stuff into it that you want. Spinach, tomatoes, any kind of cheese, any kind of protein, whatever you like, your quiche.
You're watching i2i Live. We'll be back in a moment. When dealing with body shops, you have a choice where you can have your vehicle repaired. At Stepney Brothers Auto Body, we accept all insurance claims. With over 36 years of experience, we work on foreign and domestic vehicles. We specialize in painting, framework, restoration, electrical work, and mechanics. If you want great customer service and a quality care to your vehicle, stop by Stepney Brothers Auto Body, 5232 Natural Bridge, family owned and operated, servicing your community for over 36 years. For an estimate, stop by today or call 314-389-4977.
Stepney Brothers Auto Body, where beautiful bodies are our business.
At Home Care is the leading expert of home care services. Their goal is to help seniors and disabled adults live at home independently. At Home Care provides personal care, homemaker services, respite care, and nursing visits. These services are free through Medicaid or Veterans Aid and Attendance Pension. Do you want to get paid to take care of your own family members? Ask them about the Consumer-Directed Service Program. Don't delay. Visit athomecarestlouis.com or call At Home Care at 314-739-2100. That's 314-739-2100. Home is where the heart is.
Welcome back to i2i Live, and man,
this show is awesome.
I tell you what the heck was LA thinking?
Oh my God, he blew our minds.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. The quiche, off
the bomb.
Chain. Right, the fruit, all that good stuff.
That fruit with the basil, oh my God. So, you know, I'm growing basil in my garden. I didn't know you could do so many things with basil. I didn't know. So, you know, I'm going to have to get some more basil so I can have a plethora of basil for the season coming up.
It definitely added a kick to everything that we did. So that was great. And then to learn more about Care Companion Services was great. And then what also, guess who came back with her segment that was off the chain?
Yeah, Chef LA graced me with during the Create a New You segment.
Proper etiquette is important.
Yes, it is. I can't explain or I can't say just how much it is important.
Well, definitely check us out next week, where we will be visited by
the mixologist.
Mixologists will be in the house. So I guess we'll be back next week with the mixologist. We'll also talk with Leslie Gill, which is the new CEO of Annie Malone Children's Services.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So
nice.
Look,
and don't forget about Marlon.
Oh, Marlon Lee will be in the house too with At Home Care. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Are we French now?
Well, you know, I've been tongue-tied the whole show, but we will be back with you next week, and we look forward to it. So,
thank you for letting us into your homes.
Yes, thanks for tuning in. See you next week.